Oh, it is midday and it is midweek, and you know what that means? You are right here with Get Haunted Live with your two favorite paranormal besties, Rob and Sara. Hey, Rob.
Hi.
Well,
Hi,
that's a
bestie.
different. That's like
You
a
just
different background. Oh no, what? I just what?
yeah. No, so we're gonna it looks like having internet problems at my different background hotel.
Oh no,
So
you were perfectly
might
fine before the show started. What the hell?
this was my worry. So let's see what
Oh,
happens. Let's see what
you're a
happens.
little
I'm
choppy now.
joining
Just
via
stay still. Don't move.
damn it. Hmm.
Hold folks while he has his technical difficulties. You know, he's a big TV star now, so I'm surprised his people. Uh-oh, where'd he go? Where'd you go? Oh, he's gone. Well, as he's figuring out his shit, we're going to say hello to everybody on the side because that's what we do. Should I remove you?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh,
I know, hold. I know, hold. I know, hold. I know, hold. Hold on. 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 All right. All right. All right. Okay.
that's the craziest thing I think I've ever heard. So, okay, let's try this again. It is midday. It is midweek. Oh my God, there's somebody just walked right behind you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a living Terry being
Yeah. Oh my God, get your shit, get your internet going. But we're gonna say hello. We're gonna get him going. Um, there is Mr. Stacy Talich, Professor T in the house. How are you doing today? We have the beautiful Miss Danny Marie. We have our awesome and amazing
we have
merchandise manager, Brittany, right here with us also today. Everybody, I think, is feeling rested up from this big weekend. We have Miss Pat Barker in the house. Hey, sweetheart, how are you doing with Flamery and RTL Paranormal? We have Mr. Mike Cronin right here. We love that Wednesday because you're here, Mike. That's what's the best part of the week. Two Brothers Extreme. We have Miss Sandra, our social media manager, and Get Haunted crew right here saying hello to everybody. We have Dale Quigley from the Paranormal Voice. He is in the house. Sorry, Dale, I didn't mean to say she. I'm looking at Bree right below you. We have Bree in the house, our brand ambassador and road tripper right here. Hopefully she's getting some well-deserved rest. She's had a pretty big week. We have Dee Dee, my co-host of Paranormally Blonde and Dreams Interpretations by Dee Dee, right here. Hey, Dee Dee. We have Joe B, next of kin. Hey, Joe. Hope you're doing well. We have Kaylee. We have Get Haunted crew right here. Kaylee in the house with us. We have Adam, Two Brothers Extreme. Hey, Adam. We have the brothers, both of them today. Both brothers in the house. Love that. Let's see. We have Lori is here. Hey, Lori. She coming off a big weekend, handled the Shanley Hotel like a champ for us. Cannot wait to hear all those details because I've been watching guest writing and they were so happy with that event. I can't wait to share some love with the crew that was at the Shanley. We have Faye all the way from California coming in and being right here supporting us. Get Haunted crew. We have Miss Denise. I'm sorry, Gina, not Denise. Gina, Empirical Paranormal, right here, Gina. Sorry, Gina. Um, it's so much. I have so many people to try to remember. I'm not usually good with that. We have Miss Rachel Bradley, also that spent the weekend with us. RTL Flamery right here. Courtney, hey Courtney, how are you doing, sweetheart? Chris Mack is in the house. Goodness gracious, all our friends are here today. Nathan's in the house. All right, I think and everybody else. That wasn't 21 of you, but everybody else, hello, welcome. We were gone. We have 22 in the house right now. We were away last week. I was traveling. We had quite the weekend this weekend. Get Haunted, and it's still going. Rob is of course not. He is not in his usual space. He is still traveling after a big weekend. So yeah, we've got lots to discuss with you. We've missed you. And there's Miss Sam. Hey, Sam's pretty paranormal. Adding him back to the stage.
Hold on.
Oh,
All right, let's try this.
okay, awesome. Look at you. Okay, look at that. Hey, everybody, please wish our Get Haunted crew and our amazing friend Cindy a happy birthday. Can everybody wish her a happy birthday, because it is her birthday today? Happy birthday, Cindy. We could give you a big giant in-person hug, but next time I see you, you're getting a big extra hug. What are you doing, Rob? You're stuck. Okay, now you're back.
Fuck. All right.
You're gonna figure it out, right?
I thought so. I'm on Terry's hotspot now, but I'm just gonna come back in through my phone and call it a day.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good right now. But now you're good.
Okay.
Maybe it's evening out. Let's just go with it right now. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. See, we don't have our shit together, but we are here because we didn't want to miss another Wednesday with you, but we are right here. So Rob, tell us what it is you are doing right now.
Well, I mean, it's the internet craze right now. Apparently, I can't put Facebook on without seeing this mug, my mug. But yeah, so we had our big weekend last weekend. What?
I said hi, Trevor. I was just waving to Trev.
Had our big weekend last weekend, went straight into coming down here to Baltimore to do this 4 days of news segments for all 4 different networks. I didn't know there were 4. So yesterday we did Fox News live in the studio, which was crazy. Today we did ABC News, which is a pre-record that I believe will be launching Friday. Then tomorrow we have, I think, NBC and CBS on Friday.
Look at that. You are just killing it, getting the Get Haunted name out there. But the reason you're even doing this is because Get Haunted is participating in World's Largest Ghost Hunt, which is this coming Saturday. And we are back at the amazing Lord Baltimore Hotel, which you are in right now. And the guest list shot up. Like, it shot up from last year.
It did. I think we're at about 70 right now. And this year the charity is There Goes My Hero, which is for people with blood issues, leukemia, lymphoma, all that kind of not fun stuff. So, Mary, who I was on the show with yesterday, was really, really sweetheart. She was here today too. Lee here at the hotel has been fantastic. So yeah, it's been crazy. You go all this build up for a 2-3 minute segment. I've never been in a news studio until yesterday. That was pretty wild. I didn't know, like, these cameras are all robotic. They just move around the studio, on these big umbilicals, and they follow you around. So we freaked some people out yesterday. I had one of the reporters bail. She was like, nope, we did an EVP session and believe we got it. I hear hi in there. She's like, no way, I'm out. The news crew today was a little bit scared. I started off, some funny guy. I was like, hey, nice to meet you. I was like, did you guys bring holy water? And they were like, what? And I'm like, you need holy water. Like, guys, you don't know how this is going to go. They were already freaked out. But by the end, we were all good friends. So I made them laugh. It was pretty cool. We had a lot of fun today. Terry's here. Terry's over there working.
There's Terry, the amazing Terry. Hold on a minute. Joe B, am I reading this right? So you saw the news show yesterday and you bought tickets to be at the Lord Baltimore. I mean, is there just Joe and Dom? You guys are amazing. Like, these guys don't miss an opportunity. I
Yeah.
love that.
So look, it's for charity. It's cool. The Lord Baltimore, Lord, God, I can't say it. Lord
Say it.
Baltimore Hotel is really cool. There's four spots in the hotel. I think that we get to investigate. 19th floor is kind of weird. We've got ballroom and two other spots that the crew will be taking everybody through. We have 22 viewers, which I learned today on the roof. We were doing a rooftop segment that there were 22. Unfortunately, there were 22 jumpers from this building that are documented. So, yeah, the twos are still floating.
Yeah, the twos are always still floating. So, that's, and we're going to touch on last weekend because, it rolled right into another big weekend because, you've had 4 days of news, lives, and filming. And then Get Haunted is going to be assisting in another amazing location that we love, Cashtown Inn, doing something a little different. And we're very honored that we were asked to help in this capacity. And so you will be going from the superstar moment of being on TV, rolling into Cashtown to do your Mr. Paranormal business, right into Saturday is world's largest ghost hunt.
Yeah.
We're keeping busy, folks. There's Brandon. Hey, Brandon.
Yeah, I have not been home in nearly 3 weeks, for more than a day or two at a clip. I miss my dog, Leo. He is,
of course.
He's off. He's off in prison right now. But he'll be back. I'll bail his ass out Saturday. So it's been super busy, but yeah, I kind of need a break after this. Look, all the hype around the TV stuff it's fun, but you don't know what the hell's happening. I don't even know which camera to look at. They don't tell you anything. Come in, they sit you on a couch. They're over there doing their whole news thing. And then all of a sudden they're like, all right, over here on the couch, sit, put this stuff here. And then they're like, you ready to go? And I'm like, no, we're not ready to go.
Oh, that's the way I love to work, right, Dee Dee? I love it. I love the not knowing what the hell's about to happen. But I know not everybody likes that sort of.
Yeah, it's a little different when you're on freaking news, right? Because there's people, there are people watching. So it was stressful.
Oh, wait a minute. What does that even mean? Like when I'm on YouTube, people aren't watching?
No.
Wow. Okay.
Turn that into that. Don't be a jackass today. That is not what I meant. This is like live news. All right. Yeah. Let's move on to the next topic.
I see. He's going to get okay. I see what's going on here. I know. I agree. Edie, listen, I agree. It did. He sent the clip. I did turn it on. He's like, okay, we're going on at 9:45. So I went to the YouTube channel that has the live news going. Newsflash, live news on YouTube is actually not live. It's live, but it is delayed about 20 minutes. So I thought I was like, I know he said that he was going on at 9:45 and there was a lag. So I did not get to see it live, but we did get to watch as soon as that link came out. I'll tell you what, Rob, if you were nervous, didn't know it, you did a great job. You look like you've done it a million times. I agree with that, Dee Dee. You're just a pro. So we couldn't be more proud of you representing all of us at Get Haunted and making us look good. So thank you.
You're welcome. Look, there was one thing, they had a plant on the table in front of me, and their plan was, I saw this little wire coming from it, and they're like, look, during the interview, we're gonna have the potted plant move. They're like, are you okay with that? I'm like, as long as you say it's not real, like we don't stage anything. So I don't know. I didn't watch this thing yet, but you said they kind of zoomed in on the plant.
Oh, they did, right on the plant. Like they made sure we all watched that plant.
It was supposed to go, and whoever was pulling the string from behind the couch, well, the string broke loose. And what you didn't see because you were zoomed in is that string came up and damn near took my eye out. So it was I was like, you should see me go. If you were, I flew back because, so yeah, the gag didn't work, but that was supposed
Yeah.
to be the gag, just so everybody knows.
Yeah. And you know what? That's what they get for faking it.
They
That's what they
weren't
get for faking
intentional.
it.
It was supposed to be a funny thing. It wasn't like they weren't trying to say.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was
It
that.
is. Gina, it is. I do have the link on my personal page, and I believe it is on the network page as well. But we can make sure that that link is also on the Get Haunted main page. Brandon, we are all doing good. You know what? I think we are all coming off a pretty big weekend. Poor Rob is still going, but we're coming off a pretty big weekend. You know, it's been quite a year. We are wrapping up. You know, we are winding down. I shouldn't say we're not wrapping it up yet. That's right. It is all fun and games until an eye comes out. Hey, Kevin, another amazing crew member right here that killed it this weekend. But, you know, as we're sort of winding down for our event season, not Get Haunted in general, but our event season, you know, we had a really amazing weekend. And, you know, with our very first lectures, on stage lecture interactive, at the Pine Bush Museum right there in Pine Bush, New York. And then the next night we had two events. We had one of our largest events to date, which was the Mid Orange Correctional Facility, and that was with us, Get Haunted, and also Flammary. And then we had, you know, RTL Paranormal is connected with Flammary. And then we also had Seeking Ghosts with A and L, Leah and Al, and we also had Next of Kin in the house. So it was truly a moment of the paranormal community working together. So yeah, it was big.
It was big. Yeah, there was a lot. You know, Mid Orange was really, it was really, really cool to watch, right? And for those on the team, and maybe some that aren't on the team, like I am this bundle of energy during setup. So coming into knowing this was our largest event, an awful lot of people there, you know, and especially when there's a lot of people who want it to be smooth, right? So it's not a big old cluster, but watching everybody get set up and not having to stress too much, and you know, watching the plan we did, I threw a big old wrench in the plans at the end by adding a fifth group.
Yeah.
Just to watch it all come together was really, it made me proud. It made a year's worth of hard work really kind of feel good. It was cool.
And I did say this on Monday night show on Paranormally Blonde, but I'm going to say it here too, so it lands on everybody's ears and Get Haunted Network land. You know, such a proud moment. You know, we all, everyone, has worked so hard. You know, hey Russ, taking some punches, taking some hits pretty squarely in the jaw. You know, some hard times, some of our friends, you know, walking away from Get Haunted and moving on, you know, but everybody that has stuck it out and dug in, to be able to see that Saturday night at Mid-O, I'm just going to say, you know, there was this moment I just stopped. It was like everything was going super fast around me, but I was in slow motion, and watching, you know, the merch table go up smoothly and beautifully, and you know, Flammary's table went up, and Full Moon Paranormal's equipment table went up, and the snacks were set up beautifully, and all the crew, both crews were working, and guests were coming in. It was like this moment where it was like, holy shit, Rob, like this is it. And at the same time, at the exact same time, at Shanley, the amazing crew of Lori, Kara, Gail, and Sandra, they were killing it over there. This is what we have been talking about. This is what we've been talking about all year. This was it. This is what it comes down to, that, you know, we trust in our crew, and our crew is amazing, and they have poured their time and passion into this, and it was really evident, and it was beyond exciting to witness. I am so grateful that I got to bear witness to that at Mid-O, because that really, look, you're working with another company, you're working with a couple teams, and it's like we'd all just been doing this forever together. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty seamless. So yeah, I didn't have to have a fit. I didn't lose my mind too much. It was really, really good, and then we went into a badass investigation that was really good as well. So I had a great time. I had a great
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. It was it was such a cool night. I think watching everybody, hearing everybody's experiences after the fact. This is it. This is what it's about, people. Get haunted. Truly, when we say we want to create opportunities for everybody in the paranormal, we will create that space for you to see those of you that get that understand that and step into those opportunities. And I just want to throw out to Joe B. He had no idea what was about to be handed to him. They are great supporters of Get Haunted. And, we've watched them work hard. We've watched them grow in a very short amount of time. And Rob, the minute you said, "Hey, you know what? We're throwing Joe and Dom a group." I mean, you just said it effortlessly. We're throwing them a group, and the look on Joe's face when you're like, "Hey, you want to take a group?" I loved it. He was like, "Wait, what? I'm taking a group? What?" And he did us proud. He truly, this to me, Joe. You really showed. He asked. We let him take one half of a group. We did the first part of the group, and then we sort of let him, and he's like, "Okay, is there anything I can do different?" It's like, Joe, you're doing it. Do what you felt we did for you. Now you're going to do for them. And he truly did it like a pro. And I think that he had some really good results. And this is Get Haunted, folks. It's not Rob and I. It is every single one of you. It's our crew. It's the teams. It's the individuals. It's the enthusiasts that step up and they find these opportunities and they shine. And I love watching it. It is so amazing.
Yeah, it was cool. I didn't doubt it for a second. We had Pat and Dallas, Rachel, Kev, just not even a second of concern there. And then here comes Joe. Here comes Joe and Dom. I'm like, all right, let's just go. Just go do it. And I purposely didn't go to just because I didn't want to. Joe, I know you're amazing at what you do. I just didn't want that additional pressure there of me standing there. And I know it does. It screws people up, even on the team when I show up. They're like, they don't. And it shouldn't be that way. I didn't want it to be that way for you. So yeah, it didn't come out of lack of interest. I didn't come because I wanted you to just have fun with it.
Yeah, it was great. I think that night, again, and then just not having to think about what was going on in the Shanley, knowing that the Shanley was in amazing hands, with a great crew working and, doing their things. And the guests, from what I am reading, just had an amazing time. Tracy, that is part of the Haunted Shanley, she does some tarot card readings, some witchstone readings. She did offer that to our guests, and she did readings all night, and people were so excited about that. They loved it. So we are so excited and honored. Tracy, thank you so much for offering your talent. What's wrong?
No, I was just asking Terry to put his phone a little closer. I'm on his hotspot.
Oh.
So
sounds personal.
Yeah. So it
sounds personal.
It's close because I got a little bit of cutout there, but now it seems much stronger.
Awesome. So we did that. And again, I just want to say thank you so much to Lance of the Pine Bush Museum. He made our first ever in-person on stage live lecture a pleasure. Truly made me feel like, I don't know, he made me feel seen and heard. He really made sure we felt special that night.
Yeah, he did. Look, we didn't know what we were walking into. I was kind of half expecting like a room with some folding chairs and maybe a projector or some shit. I don't know, but we walked
Yeah.
into, I
A
mean, you got,
nightclub, basically.
yeah, it was a nightclub. It was like a rave almost. We had every color light going on, skulls, trees, um,
Lanterns and
house music. It was, I was like, what's happening?
it
It
was
was,
catered. It was beautifully catered with beautiful cheeses and fruits and desserts and a variety of drinks. And then you got to go to the bar next door with a secret speakeasy password to get your very special Pine Bush Museum drink to bring back. It was crazy.
it was crazy. So yeah, I mean, we knew a handful of our friends were coming, right?
Yeah.
And I think the seating was set up according to that. But then, we were fine. We were sitting there like, all right, here's what we're gonna do. And then I forget who was first, Kelly or Lance, but somebody came in there like, yeah, there's a freaking line out there. And we
Yeah.
were like, wait, what? What? Like there's people came.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool. And
And
Sarah's one post made it sound like there were 3 people there, just so you know. Um, no, there were more than
I said
several.
several. There were
Yeah,
several people there.
several's 3.
No, that's a few. A
Oh
couple
my
is
God.
2 and
We
a
have
few
this
is
argument
3.
all the time. Stop it.
Several is a lot. Several
side
can be,
side pieces. When I say
listen to me. No. Several
What?
is 5 and more. 5 and more. That's several.
Side, what are your thoughts?
More than
Ugh.
2, but many.
More than 2, but not many. Thank you. Terry rules.
Terry doesn't rule. Hey, Terry. Yes, I know. Few is 3. But I want to say, I want to make mention before we did go into our lecture, our friends, our family, our crew, we had a group that did join us for, I don't know why we would go for Mexican before a lecture. It makes no sense to me now that I think back to it, but it was perfectly perfect.
That was all you.
I know I had to have that. But to sit around with this particular group of people, meant a lot to us. To share in this moment before something we had no idea really how it was going to go or how it would be received. But here we were. Yeah.
It was our first time doing this.
Yeah.
Either of us really out there doing that in that format on a friggin' stage. Just we didn't know. We had no idea how this thing was gonna.
No idea. But, here we were surrounded. They had us in the perfect spot in this restaurant, kind of off to ourselves with this giant long table, and we're all together. And, it was one of those, to sit amongst friends and family with no judgment was huge for me, I think, before doing something like that. And our waiter ended up loving us so much that he brought us all tequila shots.
They called that tequila. I don't think it was. It was too good to be tequila.
It was delicious. Yes.
Sarah doesn't drink.
I don't drink. And you know what? I couldn't disappoint. And I did half of it. They had that shit filled in that little cup. But I don't know that you said don't drink the whole thing. You're like, don't do it before the show.
Yeah, you don't drink. The last thing I needed was you wobbling around up there.
Yeah, but I did not. But I have to say, if that was tequila, it was delicious. It was sweet and it was delicious. So maybe it was the good shit. That's what I've been told. It's the good shit. It was smooth, right, Kaylee?
Yeah, tequila usually makes me want to die. So I don't think it was tequila. But whatever it was good. It was
good. And it might have knocked some of those nerves off. But yeah, so to be able to share that moment with our friends and our family, we just can't thank you enough. You can't put it into words what that meant, and that you guys you went out of your way. You went out of your way to come in and share a moment with us. And that is huge. And I don't want anyone that was sitting there to ever think that that goes unnoticed or unappreciated, because that was a huge step up, I think. So to know that we just had dinner with these folks and then to go over next door and start getting ready for the lecture, you're thinking, okay, just sat with these people, it's going to be fine. So when Lance and Stephanie started saying, there's way more people out there, we're like, I'm sorry. And then the chairs started getting stacked in there and you're like, and then when they started to file in, Rob, it was kind of like, holy cow, like this is nuts.
It was cool. I mean, it made me proud that we were able to at least attract a few people that didn't feel obligated, right? So it was good. It was good. But yeah, standing there looking out over all those faces, and I think we did a pretty goddamn good presentation. We could have started out with who we were and what we did, as was pointed out by one particular person, but other than that, I felt like it was pretty much flawless.
That was probably the funniest. So, and I think because we knew so many people there, right? So as we were kind of it was on the last end of the lecture. This amazing local person from Pine Bush kind of spoke up and she said, so what is it you guys do and what's the network? And we both
great story, but we don't know what the hell what you do. Yeah. So we kind of took that piece for granted, but it was good.
Yeah, but it was funny because we both kind of looked at each other. We laughed because it was like, who doesn't know Get Haunted? Gotta have that moment. But yeah, it was very interesting. Rob, honestly, being a part of the story and the amount of stories that we have shared together, even to this day, I always learn something new. It still touches me after all this time, and it still amazes me. So we do hope for those of you that have kind of been here from the beginning, we hope that the impact is still there and that it does sort of give you that foundation as to why Rob and I sit here every Wednesday with you and why we show up every day to create new and exciting things in this space for each and every one of you, because that is truly where it was born.
Oh yeah. And it was hard. Wasn't like there's some visual components to this. We shared more this time than I think than ever before, and adding some visual components to it was kind of a little bit of a roll of the dice on my end, because I created the power. I tried to take Sarah through it the day before, but we all know she's admitted she doesn't like to prepare, so I'm like, we're just fucking winging this thing, man, because that lasted maybe all of 8 minutes, and she's like, okay, we're on to the next thing. There's one particular visual component of what I added that was it was tough. It was a tough share, and it was a tough visual, I think, for some folks. So but the gravity of all of it, I think, was defined in that one slide there for just a brief moment, so that people could understand where, what prompted everything, like where I was on 2/1 of 2022. So yeah, it's not easy to stand up and share your weaknesses with people, or things that you're not super proud of, but it's an important part of the story. So,
and I want to I'm not going to give names, and I'm not going to I won't give away too much, but after that weekend, the amount of people that reached out to us and shared with us there was one in particular, I think that had Rob and I, that was it. It wasn't hard. It was beyond touching. And we both were like, holy shit, like this person just worded it so beautifully. And they got it. They got it. And it was so important because it is what this story is. More importantly, it is what the network is. And to kind of paraphrase what they said, basically is that, you know, that somebody would share that vulnerable moment, that would openly share a vulnerable moment, and that somebody would listen. That's what this network is about. It is about having space for everybody to be able to talk. And, you know, this kind of rolls me into one thing that I want to touch on, and we're not going to go into it deeply here, but you will see something up on the network about this. You know, paranormal, and we hear this a lot. We hear how personal the paranormal is. And Rob has been very open about his personal experiences, even more so now after Pine Bush. And, you know, it takes a lot. Rob, you said during the lecture, you know, you said, I know what I sound like. I know what this sounds like. I know that there are going to be some people who hear me and they're going to just think I'm crazy. And it is one thing you did say to me that first day you reached out. And it was all, we were just talking about this. It was after you had shared a lot of stuff with me. And you said, do you believe me? And I said, yes. And you said, do you think I'm crazy? And I said, no, I do now, but for different reasons. And, you know, that's the thing right there. Everybody talks about, you know, this is so personal, and they all want to talk about their experience or what they're doing in the paranormal. And when somebody else does it, lots of stupid opinions come flying out. And I think we've done a really good job. It doesn't mean we don't have opinions, because we all certainly do. But I think what we've really created with the network is making sure that everybody does have opinions. Talk about your experience. Don't have to be an asshole about it. If you don't find something resonates with you, guess what? You can move right on along. You don't have to have a shit comment to somebody. You just don't. You don't have to go out of your way to create chaos for them or to destroy their reputation. I'm not sure what that's proving other than you're an asshole. It's not really proving what you think it's proving. So I'm really proud of, I don't know, we didn't work on this lecture. We truly have naturally let this stuff flow. And the fact, Rob, that point was made without really thinking about what point we were making about it in particular, it was realized.
Yeah, it was.
Kind of cool, right? Am I making you emotional? I'm not trying to make you emotional.
No, it's super cool. And listen, you know, we didn't go into it with intent, right? It was just, hey, we're just going to go talk and share this story, and it's either going to resonate or not. So, you know, we weren't there to sway people or change people's minds or even sell a friggin', I don't think we even put a link up, right? We're in there to sell tickets or anything. Hell, somebody didn't even know what we did. So it was just truly a moment to share this story and see what happened. And it was cool. It was cool. I mean, so many cool things at the end of that.
Yeah, it made me realize, you know, that when you open yourself up like that, and when those who are there to consume it open themselves up to listening, like actually listening, beautiful things happen. And they did happen that night. And, you know, it's, again, it makes you kind of reflect. And Rob and I have been kind of going back and forth on posts here to each other. It does, it makes you reflect and then just say, you know what, look, the road isn't easy. And when you choose, I don't want to say the right thing, but for lack of a better term, when you choose to do the right thing, when you choose to let gossip end with you, when you choose to not make a shit comment to someone, when you choose to focus on yourself rather than focusing on what everybody else is doing so you can have little snide comments. When you truly have that focus where it needs to be, even through the hard times, you come out that other end and you see what it truly has created. And I did post a comment to what you said. And I did say paraunity is bullshit. And I stick by that comment. But what that doesn't negate is this. There are so many amazing, good people out there, and you guys on the side, you're it. You're the good in the community. We don't need paraunity to be kind to each other. You just got to be good people, and you're good people.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think the term in itself is it can feel abrasive sometimes because God damn, like if that was a real word, then yeah, a lot of people wouldn't have a lot of the problems they have. So yeah, it does boil down to being a good person or trying to be a good person and not being a dick. So I hear you. Yeah, when I read that one, I was like, oh well, wow, okay. But
Yeah,
I understand.
I know. But
where you're coming from. No, it's not a bad thing. We don't even say the word.
No.
But it was. I was like, wow, she wrote it.
I did. I wrote it. And if that offends anybody, my apologies. That my intention isn't to offend you. My intention is to, I guess, take that word, because sometimes I've heard this word used in the same phrase as we're creating paraunity, but I'm not going to allow this person to be a part of it because they've done me wrong. That's not paraunity, folks. And I just can't. It doesn't mean that I don't make shit decisions too sometimes, but you can't use that word and then say, except here are the boundaries and here are the conditions. Our conditions are just truly don't be an asshole. I mean, just don't do it. Just help the community, spread positivity, make opportunities, be an open mind, a listening ear. If somebody's sending you screenshots, fucking delete them. Like, enough with that, people. It's getting old. It's childish. There are times that I'm like, junior high wasn't even this tough. And junior high was pretty bad. And sometimes it's like, junior high just wasn't this tough. This is it. People, focus on what you're doing. You're talented. You're magical. You guys have amazing theories and experiments out there. Focus on that. Focus on what you're bringing the community. Stop trying to find things wrong with everybody else. Yes, Kaylee, take no shit, people, but do no harm. People don't like that. They don't like when I say do no harm, take no shit. But you could actually take no shit while doing no harm. It can be done. But so it was such a beautiful weekend, eye-opening, mind-blowing, heart-opening things that happened. Got to spend some time with the amazing Kelly of the Haunted Shanley Hotel, to be able to sit with this woman and talk to her and talk about business. She's amazing. She is truly an amazing soul. I love her. I love her location. If you don't, that's okay. But I'm just going to say, I think the Haunted Shanley Hotel is an amazing location to be right there, steeped in amazing history. And some of that history truly does reach out. It does.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah. So that was awesome. And then of course, hanging out with the fabulous Danny and Rob and the crew, Kevin, Terry, Brittany, Kaylee, Sophia, Bree, you know, just to be able to hang out with everybody. Forgotten Exploration stopped by. Great group of guys. We had Rachel, Kevin, Pat, Dallas. I mean, it was just like this crazy crew just running all over New York. Oh, and Scott Hammer. And you know what?
Yeah.
Scott was a guest. He's been a guest a few times with us. And
yeah.
he happened to be at the Conjuring House with Rob earlier in the month, and had an interesting experience. And so he was there at our lecture, and to be able to hear him speak and interact with us and with you on what happens there, I would love to be able to do that and have, you know, guests come and we just have these open town halls with them.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah, would you guys love that? Should we do like, hey Austin, there's Mr. Austin from Forgotten Exploration. Like, shouldn't we do that? Should we do like on the road town halls? Would you guys love that? Come in and talk to us, and we talk to you and hear you. And I don't know, it was really cool to see Scott and talk about his experience.
Well, and I played a piece of evidence that Scott was centered on Scott. So yeah, it was great to have him there. He's just such a genuinely nice person. Yeah, Austin, we'll do this. I like it. Yes, please, from Rachel. Yeah, it'd be cool, right? Because look, we would have had after that first session in Mid-Orange, we would have had probably one of the coolest holy shit town halls ever. That was good times.
Yeah.
Especially now that we're heading into the winter month, it could be really cool to do these things.
Yeah, somewhere warm, right? We'll do it somewhere warm and cozy.
Gotta be warm and cozy.
Yeah, I love that. And one of the coolest things that I saw was Rob added, your story of Conjuring House, it does keep evolving. It has not, right, somewhere in the heat, right? Let's all go to Mexico. Oh, California, there we go. Dee Dee's like, California. The story really doesn't end for you, Rob. There are components that show themselves constantly.
Or for you, this is where Sarah always breaks off, right? She's like, no. I'm pretty sure anybody that's on the side that was there that night understands that you're a huge component in this whole story. But no, certain things don't end for me. And recently, there have been some more developments, and I'm sure for years to come.
Yeah, that was probably it was interesting because, can I tell a little bit of it? I won't go into great details.
You
okay.
Can.
So he was at a Paracon and somebody needed to meet him. I think that was a couple days that they sort of maybe danced around you a little bit, but knew they needed to meet you before you left. And that person has a pretty big connection to the Conjuring House, but not in a paranormal way. So that's kind of where I think this makes this story very interesting. And this person shared some information with you, and a particular photo that for them, you resonated with them with this photo. This photo is old as hell. I mean, this is like 1800s, I believe, like late 1800s. Okay. So he did share the photo with me. He's like, hey, this is what this person sees in the photo. You got to tell me what you see. And okay. But in that 8 minutes, by the way, before Thursday, before, Friday's lecture, when we were working together for that 8 minutes, because it's my attention span to get ready. He pulled up the infamous picture of himself at the Conjuring House. Many of you probably have seen it. It is an odd photo. In the beginning, I always saw one thing. I always saw more of the skull-like situation on one side of your face. And I said, hey, can you do an overlay of this new photo given to you of a person that is had 8 generations right there in the Conjuring house? Can you overlay that on that picture? And holy shit, if it doesn't almost match up perfectly.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
It's a weird one. It was a weird one. Once I started sliding the opacity over, I was like, oh wow, holy shit. Yeah, there it is. Like
Yeah.
I could then really see some resemblances there between.
Mm-hmm.
It's just weird. It's
It
weird.
is it's a very weird, um, it was a very weird situation. And so clearly there's a little bit of a resemblance to Rob in this photo. Not like you would look at it and be like, holy shit, that's Rob. But there is something about the photo. And then when you overlaid it onto your skull crazy capture of yourself, um, it's like, wow, like this particular person that had time in the Conjuring house, this gentleman, and I don't know where he lands in the 8 generations. I'm not sure what his path is in that 8 generations in this house. But weirdly enough, his wife's name is Sarah.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like,
Once I shared the composite with the person that provided it, she called. She's like, all right. She's like, I just gotta let you know. I subscribe. I started watching all your stuff. She's like, here's the crazy part. His name is Sarah. His wife's
not
name is Sarah. And I was like, oh yeah, yeah. What else? Go ahead. Just give me more. Just keep blowing my mind, lady. Um, it never seems to end. And coincidence
yeah,
or not, is pretty damn cool. It's pretty
yeah,
damn cool. So
lots to dig into still. And I think that's the part of paranormal. I think that this is where Seek with Your Soul sort of comes in. This is the part of paranormal that oftentimes gets a little bit thrown to the side, which is it doesn't end after your investigation, folks. There are lots of things in there that we are missing because we are trying to capture that one piece of evidence or trying to debunk that one piece of evidence. What we're missing are all those cool nuances. They're trying to show you connections in universe. And I think this Conjuring House story, Rob, just is never ending with connection.
no, no, it
Like
seems
the
to
people you've
certainly.
met, like this woman at a Paracon. She wasn't a vendor. She was just there.
The whole scenario that day when that all unfolded was pretty strange. We talked for a little while, and I showed her that photo, and she my photo, and she started crying. Like she literally started crying. She's like, "Oh my god, I knew it," and that's where this all kind of began. And weirdly enough, I have not. Like she sent me so many things since Ocean State. I've been on the road since then, so
Yeah.
haven't really had. And she's tried calling, and I haven't been able to answer. Um, she's so much more to share, and I'm almost a little like nervous to find out what else she has. But something has been stopping us from being able to talk. So I'm hoping that after this weekend we can link back up and
If Stacy is right here,
I,
I would crap my pants. Like if that is correct, if the guy is the 22nd son of the Conjure, like wouldn't that be just insane?
yeah.
What are you looking? Why are you doing that? Why
Well, I
is
heard a
you
sound. I forgot Terry was here for a minute. And I heard
okay?
he was over there making a sound like fuck. Like I started to get I like gotta look. Um, yeah. So I don't know. There's so much more to learn. I believe she has 30 some odd thousand pages of
Yeah,
information and
yeah,
photos, and um, again, to run into her just randomly like that.
Yeah.
And it was my facial structure that had her going, I gotta talk to this guy. I gotta
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
So who the hell
Yeah.
knows?
It was cool. So I'm excited. It looks like I am headed to the Conjuring House this October, and that kind of landed in my lap the same weekend that you met this person to share this information about this gentleman. And I reached out to Rob and say, hey, is there space for me to come? And you're like, yeah, oh no, you got space. And I think it was the next day, you're like, or that night, you're like, what the hell? It is 22 months to the date when you came on the show, when I met Rob for the very first time. So life is weird, folks. And you know what? When you pull your heads out of your asses and stop trying to destroy each other, you find some pretty amazing things waiting just for you in the universe. And I love this. It's so cool.
Yeah, 22 months to the day. And there was a few other twos there. It was like 2 years and 2 months from another milestone.
I
Like,
know. What
serious.
is this too? Can somebody find us this? We were talking about this over the weekend. Can somebody find us a numerologist? It needs to be somebody that truly understands numbers and universe. It doesn't have to necessarily be paranormal, right? And maybe less of a psychic medium and more of somebody that really understands that that what numbers do represent, right? Because if you go online, you can find all sorts of, there's, I think you said, Rob, like there's the angel numbers and then there's like universe numbers. There's all these different ways to view numerology. If somebody on the side could help us in the network, if you guys could let us know, of a numerologist, we'd love to be able to sit down and give some of these situations and dates and what some of this stuff means. What does this mean? Because there has to, look, a number, there's a point where you're like, oh, coincidental, it's a couple times. Guys, we have a freaking spreadsheet of 22 or 222. So we need some assistance here.
I don't even know how to explain it. And these are the ones we know about. I'm sure, right? We've never documented every conversation or every thought or every milestone. I don't know. These are the ones we know about. So it's pretty crazy.
Here's what Dee Dee says. She says in her Angels number book, it says 22, believe you are building the life you want. I think that kind of goes with some of what we've seen on Google. Your life is being created with divine assistance. I would say that's probably pretty freaking true. Yeah, it's, and I do agree, Nathaniel. I do like the synchronicities. But when something continually shows itself, I feel like we're not acknowledging what that freaking message is yet. Like, what is it that it needs us? Because it just keeps going. Okay, how much more can I throw at you folks? Like, how many more twos can I put in your way? This stuff is not, we don't look at a calendar and go, okay, what's going to be 22 months from now? What will be 22 days from now? It's just not how it happens.
No, but I have trained myself, right, with, and I've trained myself to start taking those dates, and I built an Excel spreadsheet that does all the math for me. And I run I plug in important dates, and I've only gone back as far as I think 21, but across the top and down the left-hand side are all the same dates, and then the math does all the math in there. And then I have conditional formatting that will turn that shit a different color when we land on a 2 or multiple 2s. And well, happens to be the 21st into the 22nd. So we're there for my birthday, which is the 22nd.
Love you, Sam. Love you, Sam. Yeah, so it's a very interesting, and then I would love to know more about just the Conjuring House and how twos affect the Conjuring House, because I don't think the twos necessarily are connected just to you or to myself or to us. There's something else there.
Yeah, it's nuts. You can't,
Yeah.
like, there's no way. And even if half of the ones on the sheet are just simply coincidence, that leaves the other half that aren't. And there are 30 or 40 just on that sheet. There's some that I didn't even have in there or didn't think to put in there. So it's nuts. It's absolutely crazy.
It is nuts. So
And we did our lecture again. Not intentionally,
like
but that was on the 22nd of this month, 9/22. So I don't know, man. The twos, just there's something about it, something weird. I did one thing I shared with the person that's been providing me this information, and she said, "Look, there are some weird correlations on their side too with some of the dates." I shared. Yeah, so I don't know what those are yet. So we'll find out.
Yeah, and I think Kevin Martinick he thinks this should be a Paranormally Blonde show, and maybe we can. I mean, this could fall into Seek with Your Soul sort of exercise or a Paranormally Blonde show, but we could talk about just now some of the history that has bled into some of the now. There's a lot more like this. Again, this story, the attention was brought to it when Rob had his experiences and struggles, but there's something before and there is definitely something after here going on. So there's still lots to dig into, and we will do that. We will do that right alongside working hard with our crew, building 2024 for Get Haunted. We got lots to do, Rob.
We do.
Hey, guess what? I got a new sticker. I'm so excited. I got this. Look at this cool, badass sticker. Look at my sticker jar is filling up, folks. Do you see this? I like stickers so much that I have my sticker jar and it is filling up. I got this amazing sticker from my friend Terry. They went to Iceland. Julie and Terry went to Iceland. This is now going in the sticker jar. I also got this amazing sticker from Next of Kin. I'm just telling you, it's the little things for me that make me so freaking excited that people are like, you know what, Sarah loves stickers. We're getting her one. I love it. And look at this cool one that Brittany, our merchandise manager, made. Like, hello. And then I did steal one of these, Rob, at the event.
I didn't give you a bunch?
You probably not enough.
Yeah, okay. All right. Because you should have had some from Gettysburg.
Yeah. So I got some stickers. I'm super excited. They're going in the sticker jar. And the koozies. We now have koozies, folks. Look at these cool things.
Which I also thought I gave you in Gettysburg, but I could be wrong.
No, you didn't. I just got these. So right. I got that. Okay. And then look at this other thing. I'm hoping she does a series of these. We'll have to talk to her. Our merchandise manager is coming up with the coolest things. Look at this notebook. This is a cool lined little spiral notebook with pictures from White Hill Mansion. So it's just a cool little, I probably will never use it. It will probably stay right in its little protective whatever, because it's so beautiful. But you can buy these, folks. You can buy these. These are buyable. Do you guys hear? I'm hearing horrible ringing right now. Oh my God. Talk, because that ringing is really loud.
So Kevin, my boy Kevin, has popped in. Hey, Kevin Edens, the other Kevin in my life. Yeah. Brittany rocked out those notebooks. I had no idea. Of course, Sarah bought one instantly.
I did. I bought it. I did not steal this.
She buys everything. It's stupid, but she buys things. So it was kind of nice little surprise from Brittany.
Yeah. Yeah, I know these notebooks are amazing. So we have some things coming up. October, we do have a White Hill event. We have a Heart Stuff Hall event. Guys, Warren Paracon. I can never say the word they're using for it. Phantasmacon. Is that correct?
Yes, you got it.
Phantasmacon.
Yes.
You're gonna see some cool things out there. I'll be posting up some links for you to get your tickets. But guys, right now, if you get a ticket to Heart Stuff Hall, there are 2 tickets waiting for you. One from Paranormally Blonde and one from Get Haunted to the Phantasmacon, the Warren Paracon. There are 2 tickets waiting for your name to be put in a drawing to win. So get your tickets to Heart Stuff Hall. What the hell? Get your ticket there. Your name will go in a drawing, and there are 2 tickets, one from Paranormally Blonde and one from Get Haunted. This particular Paracon is crazy cool. They are bringing more pieces of the Warren Museum right there for you to enjoy. The vendors that are going to be there just keep growing and getting cooler. So, and of course, Get Haunted will be right there front and center. You're going to want to go. So and that one is October. Gosh, why don't I write these dates down? I think is it
29th.
the 29th?
29th. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So October 29th. So why wouldn't you go there? Why don't you just make a weekend, head to the East Coast, hit up Heart Stuff Hall, hit up the Warren Paracon, have a good time. Like let's do this, folks. And then of course November 5th.
It's the 28th.
It's the 28th.
Sandy's correcting me. Sandy, call me after this show.
Bring a box. Bring
The
some
29th.
tissues.
It's the 29th in Iceland. That's why I said it.
That's right. The sticker threw you off.
All right, everybody. It's the 28th. I'm sorry.
Why is Joe saying 20?
Joe said it's the 20th. Joe's going to be there for a week playing blackjack.
What's happening right now? But yes, it is Heart Stuff Hall, the Warren Paracon, November 5th. The Paranormal Preservation Society and Get Haunted is co-hosting the amazing East Coast Para Expo. Guys, this is all about you. This is your teams, your individuality. It is about you, not about celebrity. We want to meet you. Get your butts there. I believe there's about 8 tables left. There might be less than that. This is on a Sunday. I know that makes it a little harder for some of you, but this is kind of a cool opportunity for you to be the focus, because this is really you are the focus of the paranormal. You guys are out there doing this shit. You guys are sharing your time, your energy, your money, your talents. Oh my God, Joe. That was you. 2 tickets just booked for Heart Stuff Hall. That's Joe, right? He's in trouble. Joe B.
And listen, for everybody that thinks they're smart, Sarah and I were giving away tickets to an event that didn't exist. Okay, so you blew our cover.
Wait, right? What tickets didn't exist?
We were giving away tickets. We were giving away tickets for the 29th. Everybody was gone by then. They'd have been standing there like, yeah.
That's how Get On It does it. We're just like, go here. Joe, you are
amazing. Listen, if everybody would, how about people listen to me a little bit? Sarah says something, everyone jumps at me. I'll go buy tickets. Sarah said it. Now we need subs. We're almost at 3,000 subscribers. Here's my mission. Here's your mission, side pieces. And if you truly want to be side piece, we need to get everything up to, I need 3,000 subs. What are we at? So I'm sick of watching everybody have more subs than us, I'll be honest.
It's not about the number.
I'm on TV, people. 4 times this week.
We're at 2.8.
2868. We need 132 people.
I have to trust you on that. No clue.
Yeah, it's called a little thing called math.
It's called math. Look it up.
Use a calculator.
I didn't use a calculator. It's really easy. Add 100 and then add 32. Simple. So listen, go get us to 3,000. We'll give away more than 2 tickets.
We will.
And we'll give them to the actual date of the PepperCon.
Well, this will all be written out on a post, so the official giveaway will be out there. Don't listen to Rob. He's tired. He's on Google Calls.
2025. You will have your tickets.
That's right. We didn't say the year.
Now that Joe B bought tickets, I don't need to go. Joe, you're just working it. We're done.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, gonna throw him the keys. Hey, Joe, could you do this? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know, right, Mike? Well,
look, I'll stay an extra day, Mike. We'll pal around.
Well, wait. I have to know this because now I feel like did I misspeak? Let me just check gethaunted.com. Hold on, folks.
Uh-oh. She's taking.
I want to make sure of the dates before I just say this.
Sarah.
Okay, Get Haunted. What?
What are you looking at?
Rob.
For what? For
look at my phone. Yeah, so Heart Stuff is October 20th. So I had said come for the weekend. That's why Joe was saying the 20th. I'm an idiot. That's why he was saying the 20th.
Heart
Stuff is the 20th. Yeah. Just you know what? You can take the week off. I'm saying take the week off.
Right.
I don't
Get
think
Haunted 8-day weekend. We're gonna put that.
So Heart Stuff is the 20th, but the tickets are still if you buy tickets to Heart Stuff, I promise you, your name does go into the drawing to go back. Guys, if you're on the East Coast, you can freaking go over to the East. You like it's everything. Rob says everything is like a 4-hour drive. I have a question. I see in 2 men.
So this is easily explainable. So yesterday I called my Terry and I was like, listen, Terry, I could use some help tomorrow, and they're not that far away. So he said, sure. I'll be down there. And I'm like, well, I have a little pull-out couch over here. I don't even know if it's a pull-out. But no matter what, I know my friend Terry. He does not enjoy sleeping, let alone in the same room, but even in the same house as me. He's a very light sleeper. Apparently, I make noises when I sleep. So, out of the kindness of my heart, I booked him his own separate room for last night. However, tonight the Lord Baltimore is sold out, and they can only extend his stay until 1 p. So he came up here at 12:30. Okay.
I feel like that's an over explanation.
Over explain that, Terry. We are busted. It's okay.
There's a new rumor for you folks. Would you like to screenshot this?
Yes. Screenshot it. Put this one out there, please.
There's another blonde in his life. Oh, Terry! How dare
Clearly,
you?
I have a thing for the blondes. It's the Polish in me.
The Polish in you. I love it. Well, now we're just bullshitting with our friends.
Now we're just bullshitting.
I feel like I wish we could go out to dinner with everybody. No shit, a Fox News report right there. I feel like Trevor's calling TMZ.
I like that
he
guy.
Should.
Call.
I kind of like to go out to dinner with everybody. Wouldn't it be fun?
Mexican? You want to get Mexican food? We'll get some guac.
Just go to Mexico.
Yeah. Where do you guys want to go? Like, let's meet somewhere. That or Italian food. We could do a big family style, lots of pastas, lots of, I don't know.
I can cook. Sarah taught me how to make this wonderful meal that Brittany at least likes. And I can reduce down some tomatoes. I get some nice garlic in there, some basil. Make it a nice
Italian sausage.
Some sausage.
Yeah.
It's not a meal without some sausage.
It's not a meal with, I'm just saying, I feel like we need to have a big family dinner with everybody. Okay, that's what the town halls will be. It'll be like get haunted, like family, like a traveling dinner.
That's it.
We'll just hit up different regions.
And I know a place with great chicken sandwiches I can bring.
Well, do we know if they're fresh?
The handwritten label says it was made today.
Was it scratched out? Like the date was scratched out
Yeah,
and then added to date?
Only the date is in pencil. Everything else is in pen. So I don't know.
I love, oh, it should be family reunion. Yes. Yes, it is my chicken. I don't even know. Chai Ken. I don't even know.
It's chicken, man. Yeah. I love it's my favorite thing. In the morning I go downstairs. Not that it's in this hotel, but I go to this other place and there's this little store where they have the chicken sandwiches.
There we go. This is where we'll do what do they call that area? Is that New England up there? New England up there, right?
Yeah.
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 Do they have apple orchards, Nathan?
They do. And we can have a nice dinner and commiserate. It'll be really good.
Don't say that word. Don't say that word.
What word?
I'm not saying it. You know what? I can't say a lot of words, okay? There are some words I just can't say, and he thinks it's funny to bring that up. That's not nice, Robert.
That's the only word I've heard you not be able to say.
Oh, I massacred it. And as soon as I said it, you went, what? Could you say that again? I destroyed that word. It's a little bit like
What?
Yeah.
Just say it. Say it.
Howling? Oh, there's Ken Torres.
Hey, Ken.
Hey, Ken. I heard this is Father Ken Torres, correct?
Yes.
I heard that he got engaged.
Oh, shit.
I heard that you got engaged on the USS Hornet. Is this true?
Oh.
It was a
Nice.
Beautiful thing. Yeah, I did. I heard that. It was said in such a, it was so much fun to hear this story and that you caught your girlfriend by surprise. I love that. That's an amazing thing. Hope you were okay with that being shared, but it wasn't shared in a shitty way. It was like such an amazing moment that they couldn't help but to share it. So, congratulations to you, Mr. Ken, or Father Kenneth Torres. I don't know what the appropriate thing there is to say, but all right, we're just bullshitting now. I'm having a hard time letting people go anymore, Rob. I don't have good endings anymore. I just want to sit here and I just want to talk to everybody. I've missed them.
So it's been a couple weeks, but you know what? You got to save it. You got to save it. And
I know.
if you can say this word,
you know what? Don't spell it.
Say it.
I'm not gonna say it. The word, folks. I can't. I can say it when I break it up into to the soul. I can't just say it. There, I can't say it. That's really how you. I don't know if I've ever seen that word spelled.
Maybe that's why you can't
say it.
I've eaten here.
Oh, Kaylee, let me tell you something. That place, oh, that's some good food in that restaurant. If you guys are ever in Goshen, New York, do yourself a favor. Spend a night at the Orange Inn. You will be, you're spoiled in that location. And it has some amazing history.
Boutique. It's a boutique.
Okay.
And that restaurant's good. See, I can't say that name.
Limoncellos.
Limoncellos, yeah.
It is. It's great food, and the owners are amazing, and some great haunted history in there. There is a jail beneath that boutique hotel
In the basement and
in the
tunnels.
basement and tunnels. It's super cool. We kind of dropped the ball on that one. All right, you know what? What is Trevor saying? Right, it's when people like get together and wallow in their shit,
Sorrow.
their sorrows, their bullshit. They want to, when you hear people say misery loves company, that's kind of it right there. That's what I would say. Oh, look, everybody's giving us restaurants. I love this. Okay. Wait, Mike
Great.
Cronin's in Connecticut?
Yeah.
I thought they were in Pennsylvania.
No.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh.
Really? Wow. Well, yeah, I mean, it pays the dream, Kenneth. Never gonna happen.
A bitch fest. There you go. There's the perfect definition right there, Trevor. A bitch fest. That's what it is. All right, guys. Yeah, I needed to do a road trip. Haunted eateries. Yeah. There's all sorts of fun things to be done here. Spoons in Baltimore. Rob, Spoons.
All right.
Have you heard of this?
You have not.
Yeah.
I haven't quite left the perimeter of the hotel yet. We'll see what happens.
Guys, go check out Empirical Paranormal. I got to meet them. I had the honor of meeting them during last year's World's Largest Ghost Hunt for 2022. I had the teams that were interested coming on. I did host them every Wednesday on Paranormally Blonde, and I did get to meet them. And Gina has been a huge support of Get Haunted, and we would love to show some support back. So, guys, go check out Empirical. And she also has. Will you throw out one more time, Gina, your group where people can share everything? It's like Mid-Atlantic. I apologize. I didn't write it down. But I know you had thrown it out once before. If you could just put it out there, go join another great group. That's what it's all about, is getting out there and share, guys. Be kind, create opportunities, stop creating chaos. Thank you guys for each being who you are. There you go. Mid-Atlantic Para-Unity Society. I'm going to let the Para-Unity go. I'm okay with this in the name, Gina. I'll let it be. I won't give you too much crap, but she is truly creating some unity there. So please go check out that group, join, share your stuff. She will share your stuff. Rob, I'll let you be with your new blonde side piece there. Spend the afternoon with it.
He got upgraded.
Did he? He's upgraded.
He's waiting.
We'll sit back while we commiserate our stuff.
Okay, Terry. Hey, Terry. You're in big trouble, mister. All right. Well, that's this Wednesday. I don't know. Was there any format here? We're a little bit. I am.
You're frozen on my end. I'm locked up. I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Yeah. No, I can hear you. Oh, I can hear you. Can you not hear me?
I hear you. You're just not moving any further.
Okay. I'm moving. You can't see me moving. I'm dancing.
Moving. Nobody can sit as still as you are on my screen.
Yeah.
Just
I'm moving.
All right, then probably we should end this because.
Okay, we're gonna end this. We're gonna let everybody get back to their day, to their work week, get caught up. Rob, we look forward to seeing more of what you're doing on the news. As always, everybody on the side, oh my God, we see you, we hear you, we appreciate you, and we love you. Guys, keep being the good and the paranormal. There's Billy. Billy always shows up right at the end. Do you ever notice that? He just shows up.
He does.
Blue Moon Cafe.
And he throws some good ass information.
Hey,
Right.
I need to talk to Steve from P3S. I want to hear about his amazing night at an amazing location. Joe, we love you. Bree, we love you. Billy, I think Billy just comes on at the very end. He's watching us. He just doesn't talk until the very end. So,
He's a good dude.
He is a good dude. Okay, so guys, keep being the good out there. Go lift somebody. Pick somebody you don't know. That's your mission for the day. Go pick somebody you don't know on the network that you don't know much about. And why don't you throw them a compliment or a lift or a share? Go do something good in the community like you guys always do. That's what we love the most about each and every one of you. So, guys, well, wait, are we going to do Seek with Your Soul tomorrow, Rob? It is every other Thursday tomorrow. Are we doing
We're
it?
doing it. Yeah, we're doing it.
Okay, awesome. So tomorrow, Seek with Your Soul, 8 p.m. Eastern time, right here where you can watch your Get Haunted lives. Other than that, we will see you Monday. We have Mike Ricksecker on Paranormally Blonde. And then we'll just be on live all the time. You'll just see us. Can't miss us. All right, guys, have a fantastic day. Love you, Gina. Have a fantastic day, and we will see you guys later.
Peace.